Hi everyone, I'm Esther Rajadurai and I'm speaking to you from the beautiful city of Sydney, Australia. I figured since a lot of you will be watching this video from countries across the globe, I'll give you a virtual tour of our city in all its splendor while I share a little bit about my passion for the customer-owned banking sector. I work for the Customer-Owned Banking Association, COBA for short, which is the industry association that represents credit unions, building societies and mutual banks here in Australia. Together, we represent over 60 institutions in Australia that are member-owned banks. I am a senior policy analyst and economist, and I sit within the policy team at COBA. Together, we advocate for our credit unions and ensure that the laws, rules, and regulations are well targeted, fit for purpose, and benefit our members and the customers they serve. I joined COBA at the end of 2019 and have only been a part of the credit union world for 18 months, but I already understand and appreciate the deep value and connection to community that they represent. As an economist, this model inspires me and drives me as we aim to be a strong public advocate, pushing for more banking competition and a fairer operating system to help our credit unions challenge big bank market dominance in Australia. We are a team of just under 20 people at COBA, but together we make sure that credit unions in Australia have a fair seat at the table and can have their voices heard by our government and key regulators. My role sits within the policy team, and we are a team of just 4 people, but I think I can safely say we definitely punch above our weight in terms of impact. One such area is regulation and the cost of compliance. For banks, especially credit unions in Australia, this is very significant and a factor which greatly affects the sustainability and future of our sector. One recent advocacy win for our team was a commitment by our largest financial regulator, the Australian Prudential Regulatory Authority, or APRA for short, to recognise that a one-size-fits-all approach is completely inappropriate in a diversely regulated community. This decision by APRA has been a response to COBA's continued advocacy for proportionate regulation to reduce unnecessary costs and demands on our member institutions. As such, APRA has taken this view into account when designing its latest capital framework, its remuneration standards for banks, and its credit risk reporting proposal. And all of this have had a positive impact on the sustainability of our sector. At COBA, I also chair our Emerging Leader Committee, which is a program that brings together all our young professionals and leaders under 35 years old from credit unions across Australia. At this program, we aim to provide professional development and networking opportunities to people working in credit unions and mutual banks. When I took over as chair in 2021, I was deeply committed to increasing our international engagement and collaboration. I'm an international student who moved to Australia 8 years ago from Sri Lanka. Thus, I'm deeply passionate about building bridges across borders and learning from our peers across the world, because I know that different people from different backgrounds can bring great new ideas to the table. Last month, the Emerging Leader Program ran our Australia-wide mentoring program, which connected our sector's leaders and top executives with mentees from credit unions across Australia. Through this program and my recent affiliation with WYCUP and being on their affiliates council, I was able to connect a branch manager from a credit union all the way in America to mentor an employee from a credit union here in Australia. Our program has also recently increased engagement with the Association of Southeast Asian Credit Unions, and now employees from credit unions across Southeast Asia have access to the webinars and programs that our Emerging Leader Program in Australia runs. I hope you enjoyed viewing Sydney through my eyes today. Even though I have only been a part of the credit union sector for a very short time, I am deeply passionate about the way credit unions, building societies and mutual banks are run and governed here in Australia. In a fast-changing global landscape like today, there is no better time to share our story and carry on the rich legacy of our sector.